I am a sun worshipper, and I hope by the end of this short video you will be too. So here comes Graham to grab the veggie scraps to go in the worm farm out the back. Graham, the house vermiculturalist. That's a worm breeder. Go Graham! So here comes Graham with the daily household food scraps. Sometimes we have more, sometimes we have less, and he chucks them in, puts the lid back on, and it's that easy, folks, isn't it, Graham?
That easy.
Hey! Okay, so now we're going to grab some of the worm castings from Graham's original worm farm and take it round and load up the big portable worm farm at the front garden. Yep. Go, Graham!
Alrighty. I'll take himself off.
God, it's full.
Away we go.
Well,
we're going to go this way actually.
Same result.
Same result.
So here we have the original Sun portable worm farm garden bed. Because it's winter, we're going to set it up just as a worm farm. That's why we've got the insulated top for it. Graham's just going to take the top off. And there you have it. So this is a second-hand bath we picked up out of a Verge skip bin. And this is an old wooden barbecue frame that we converted. And you can see it's got a set of wheels on it as well for portability. Oh yes, and of course this is an iconic portable worm farm garden because it's green and yellow, which are Australia's national colours, just like our recycling bin over there. The first step in setting up the worm farm is putting down the cardboard tube. What that does is provide drainage for the leachate collection, and also it provides a habitat for the worms. And then what we do is put down the green shade cloth, and that prevents the worm castings going through and the worms going through and ending up in our juice collection bucket. Now the next step is, that looks lovely, the next step is to chuck in some coarse weeds, which we've collected out of our beautiful sun gardens here. So we'll put down a layer of those. Lovely stuff, mate. And you can see we're situated here right on the front of Canning Highway in South Perth. That annoying noise you can hear, that's Hillary's drone filming from over the top of us. Graham's got that done. I reckon it's time. Chuck in a few of those toilet rolls. Either one. Toilet rolls, egg cartons. Worms love them. Gets rid of some of our household waste without it having to go to landfill or the recycling schemes that the ABC reckons don't recycle. You can see some of the, yeah, that's a good one to show us. So we've folded up empty toilet rolls, put them inside another one, and that means they won't get squashed so much, so they provide a lovely habitat for the worms as well as drainage. Yep, I reckon time for a bit of those old lawn clippings in the wheelbarrow there, Graham. He forgot to put his belt on this morning, ladies and gentlemen. At least his money box isn't showing. Chuck him in. About 3 of those, I reckon. Because worms like a varied diet too, just like humans, and if you provide what they need, plenty of food, moisture, right temperature, they thrive. Beautiful, mate. Maybe some more of those weeds, I reckon. Yeah, that's probably enough. Chuck them in. Oh, a bit more. It's a bit like making a cake, really. A piece of cake. You were supposed to laugh then, Graham. That was a joke. Okay, cardboard. Bit more cardboard. Sorry, I was distracted. I was filming that girl and her dog over there. Well, they've already seen you putting cardboard in, but they haven't seen her before. Alright, the traffic's picked up a little bit. I reckon time for some of those fresh lawn clippings out of the whirly bin, Graham. Yeah, a few buckets of them. Spread them out a bit. And this is how easy it is to set up a sunworm farm. What do you reckon, Graham? Is it hard or what?
Mate, if I said it was hard, I'd let you know because I'm one of the laziest men alive.
Oh, get out.
No,
You're the chief vermiculturalist.
it's simple and it works.
Alright, I reckon let's chuck in the worms.
Okay.
Now normally what we do, so show them how we do it if we were going to plant veggies in, where you just put a handful of the worm castings with worms in it.
Okay.
Everywhere you're going to plant a plant. So there's a hole for, say, a silver beet plant, and Graham's grabbing a handful of worm castings with worms in it. Bit of other stuff that worms will eat. There'll be worms, eggs and microbes in there. It's actually the microbes who do the eating and the worms eat them or something like that, but we don't really care. It's like someone said, what's the Latin name of the worms you use? A bureaucrat it was. I said, mate, I don't know and I don't care as long as they do the job. And while we're asleep or I'm out down the bowling club having a beer with my mates, they keep working. They never complain, not like Graham, eh?
Not like that. I'll give you that. But I enjoy this.
So fill each hole right up to the top.
Yeah.
And then if we were going to be growing in this, which we won't because if I leave the top off, it'll get flooded. Yeah, fill him right up. Both of them. Chuck it in.
Chuck it in.
And well, then we just plant a veggie there and a veggie there. And by the time that veggie's ready to harvest, say 10 weeks or something, the worms and microbes have converted all of this stuff here into worm castings full of worms. So this one bath would produce, look at those lovely worms there, Graham's mates. And this one worm farm would produce enough worm castings to set up 10 worm farms this size within a 10-week period. So you can imagine if government supported this project and the community supported it, chuck the rest in, Graham, just tip them in. It wouldn't take long before we'd been running out of green waste. And Perth would be exporting fresh veggies overseas. Oh God, how many worms have we got in there?
I've been working on them.
God, this will convert pretty quick. And look at that, beautiful, right? And people go to shops and buy fertiliser and chuck out their waste. It does seem a little bit stupid, I reckon. What do you reckon, Graham?
I think it's absolutely ridiculous, John. I really do.
Plus, think how cruel they're being to all the possible worms that could exist.
Oh, don't start.
Okay, that'll do, mate. So, just chuck it down on the matting over there.
Yeah.
Put on some, we don't want too much citrus in there, but a little bit won't hurt. Eggshells, they don't break down either, but they're a bit of habitat.
Yeah.
Yep, alright. Chuck on the the compost, the lawn clippings. Yeah, either one. Whichever one, doesn't matter much. Yeah, get some out of the wheelbarrow, that's probably quicker and easier. And what we do in the Sun Project is we'll use these worm castings to produce more for our system behind me, but the produce that we grow, at least a third of it goes to charities like Food Bank, St Pat's, who feed needy people, because diet, availability of fresh veggies and all that sort of stuff is a key component of good quality human health. What do you reckon, Graham? Put in some of the fresh ones just to make it look pretty on the top, mate. I can't hear that buzzing. Oh, there it is, way up there. Oh. Oh, mate, that just looks lovely. Alright, and now to show the job's finished, chuck the lid back on the top, mate.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Oh, do you want a hand? You got him? Lovely. And put our round logo back on top. Sun, Sustainable Urban Nutrition, a community sustainability project aimed at reducing food and waste miles, having fun and being sustainable. Cheers. You got to do a bit more practice before you can get your pilot's license, mate.